welcome on the new video. So today it's gonna be really short and simple, but what is the topic? It's gonna be more related to social networks and how we as a human beings are working and how we can define and find the word find what the person really is. All right, it's really important actually for if you're a business owner or just a regular person or you're hiring someone. It's really powerful method and it comes down to fundamentals of human fundamentals. For example, in this case, it's social network. Social network, you can understand what it is a little bit later on, but stick till the end because this actually makes it gives you clearance about what the person can do and what the person really is about. So let's go on the Davinci Whiteboard session, all right? So let's take here as a human. This is a John. And let's say you don't know him and you are hiring, he's looking for a job at marketing, for example. He wants to become the head of marketing, all right? And you don't know nothing about him. And what most of the people are doing, they have that, oops, not that big. So they have that one-on-one conversation interview, which is absolutely crazy. And based on that, you are hiring the person. You know, there is so many hidden nuggets laid down here in this path, because when you are talking one-on-one, you see one side of the person. Yes, you maybe understand, you can hear from your clear standpoint, but you need to get that third camera. You have to get someone else also on the board to actually analyze and hear maybe something that you don't hear. Maybe you get hooked up on emotional intelligence. You get tricked out. So that's why I highly suggest, this is the first thing, you are actually going and understanding, interviewing the person, not one-on-one, but one with, let's just take like this, but with a group, all right? Let's say 3 people. And here we start seeing actually the tricky part. We start having 3 perspectives. What is the person and etc. But really great principle actually is that every single person of your team has one specific topic they are focusing on. All right, this, for example, is focusing on the experience, all right? This person is focusing on how he is he fitting to the company's culture? Is he like-minded like us, all right? So the culture. Then the next is actually his, let's say, emotional being, how he's making decisions. Not, this is not experience, by the way, how he's reacting, how he's making decisions, how he's finding solutions. So it's more critical thinking. So you have already, you see, 3 perspectives, 3 topics that every single person is focusing on this person. Let's do like this. And you can get already so much more data from the conversation, all right? And it's really powerful method. And I highly suggest for you to actually do that. If you're doing this, hey, I don't say anything because you probably didn't know, but right now from this moment, switch definitely to this because you're gonna make more quality, higher quality decisions. And actually you're gonna avoid the future problems, because right now, like, especially if he's in marketing or if this is sales rep, like they have skills to communicate and manipulate with you and get you hooked up on emotional intelligence, where you're like, wow, this person needs to go to our company. All right, so from this moment, this is the way to go. Another thing, you know, you're giving this person a test time. John is hired, you accepted him in the company for a test. period. But what most of the companies again do, they delegate one task to him, and this task is working alone. All right, that's fine. Alone. He's working here alone. And you can see again small data of how he is reacting, how he's operating in the field, and etc., etc. You cannot really create great image of his work because you just simply can't, especially if your organizational culture, what you are doing. This is the first step. You are analyzing how he's working alone, and then second, you actually delegate him tasks in a group. Yes, in a group where is more people, and here you can see his true colors. Is he great fit for your company? Is he stressful? Can he make decisions quickly and with quality? Can he listen to others? How he is working with the team? What is the teamwork percentage, and etc. So you see, you give two paths of him, but you get finally who he is really as a person and if he is a good fit. All right, because right now you have two major data points: how he's operating when he's alone, how he is operating inside your culture already with a team. So it's really important. All right, I'm gonna give you another quick message. So for you to understand, this was more on the companies and companies culture, how you're hiring, but what I am going to describe right now actually works for you as a normal human being in your personal life. Like, check this. Wait a second. So check this. This is called social network. And you have heard that your friends, show me your friends, I'm gonna show you your future, etc., about the environment, about the culture around you. It's actually really true, because when we break down actually that in social networks, like watch this. For example, let's say it's just simple study. You can find that on internet. But anyways, here are many people, all right? We have many people. And it's all about connection, because when people are actually even doing suicide, their dead notes, this is scary, but this is true. Their dead notes are focused on connection. They are always saying like, speaking about their mothers, their families, their friends, and etc. It's focused, it's pushed forward to connection, to human connection, social networks. So the question is really, are they doing suicide because of themselves only? Because they are the fault? Not really. They are just not feeling right in the environment in the most cases, because the people are not supporting him or her in the difficult situation, and they don't know other way out. And that's why in the dead notes, they are actually making that connection again. It's not about them. Most of the dead notes are pushing towards the connection, towards their loved ones. Because actually the suicide is because of the culture around him or her. It's interesting, actually. It's interesting to think about that also. So the same actually applies here. Like, let's say these are just regular people, and then there is OBS, people who are overweight. And what we are going to see that these people actually are in one connection. It doesn't come down to DNS. I am speaking only about right now friends and social networks and etc. Social connections on networks. So these people are always related kind of each other. You see, I can draw these lines to everyone, of course, like I cannot waste your time, but the idea is that you see at one portion, and it's always, if you look at overweight people's culture around people, friends, you're gonna find actually these are them, that their friends are actually also overweight. If they are not, if they are not, there's really high chance they are going to become also overweight. All right? And this is really interesting. Why? Because the same applies in your personal life. That's why it's really important with which people you are spending actually your time. Because these social networks actually impact your own mind, even if you don't know that. Even if you don't realize that at that moment, you slowly become, for example, let's say these orange dots are, let's take different color. These purple dots are entrepreneurs, motivated people. And all of a sudden you see that they are in one network again. All right? And what happens with the orange dots? With these people, they have really high chance to actually become also these purple dots, aka entrepreneurs. So it really comes down to social networks, the word itself. Who you are spending time with, what is around you, it's gonna determine actually who you are, kind of. It's really big percentage. And also when you're making decisions, it's not about, like most of the people are thinking, making the decisions based on results. But what is giving really big impact is actually the culture around, like at least by 40%. It's big impact actually. So just breaking down everything, what we just understood is that you have to work and you have to pay close attention to who you are with around in daily basis. Because based on that, actually you're gonna become something, or you're gonna change your career in different way. That's why these OBS, overweight people, are, their friends are becoming more fat and more fat. I don't like that word really, but that's the reality, you know? So remember about the dead note. People are always seeking for connection. But I just gave you example of social networks. The same applies, by the way, in company. Like if you want to, for example, have motivated, strong execution team, then you have to hire those people, put them in several departments, and then these several people gonna make that impact towards the other company's employees. And that's how you make in your company actually a social network. You see, it's actually playing everywhere. It's like you play piano, you started playing that one melody and everyone is jamming on the one melody. That's the symphony you want to actually create around your culture, around your personal life. So think about that. All right. Actually, I'm gonna stop this video right here because it's already pretty a lot of information. So clear my drawings. Why I cannot find this video? By the way, I'm not cutting these videos. I am not cutting these videos, but I hope that you actually got you got some knowledge and understanding how actually it works, how we can impact, make big impact in our own lives and also in other lives. All right. So with that said, where Why it's not showing? Zoom, come on. It's literally doesn't want to show me. All right, anyways, we can do this. Boom, finally. Sorry for the waiting. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you enjoyed, because this is really valuable information actually. And if you learn everything from my videos overall, you gonna become a monster. It's just a time matter, all right? I'm also at my growing stage, not where I want to be, but I am going there. So I'm happy to see you with me in the journey. And with that said, enjoy your social networks and build your social networks from this moment stronger. Ciao.